Namaste, beautiful. It's Yogini Kala here, and I'm in a different location for practical reasons. I'm not filming this where I would like to, and I'm wearing my glasses because I've got some notes to look at. We'll be talking about the root chakra today, okay? So let's jump right in. So I just first want to say, and this will actually hurt my channel, but I'm going to tell you the truth. If you're just want to work with the chakras is just like the next novel thing, I would just suggest you not do that. The chakras are pretty serious. They really underlie our whole physical system, emotional system, even some would say karmic system. It's almost like they're our energetic blueprint. So you're working at a very, very deep level when you work with the chakras. So number one, please don't come at it that you're going to get instant results, okay? That's very, very unlikely. You know, it's potentially if you had serious karma in working with the chakras in a past life, of course you can start to see things very quickly, see benefits. But this video I'm going to be very practical, not particularly woo-woo, because I want you to, it to really be helpful for you, but also, and so to be about how you can help yourself in daily life, okay? So not just theoretical. So the first chakra in the body, Muladhara. If you want to know more, there's a link below to my introductory video, okay? This is going to go a little bit further. So it's about survival and grounding. How do you know then that you need to work on that chakra? And I'm going to also link this and work in some ideas about burnout. You know that I suffered from burnout myself. I mention it because I don't know, how long you've been following my channel. I suffered from severe work burnout and left academia diagnosed with anxiety, depression, and even PTSD, okay, from my work. So I want to talk a little bit about that and help others in terms of sorry, I'm not in a great, comfortable place that I had to film this, but so if you're suffering from severe stress and burnout, it's very likely that you will have damaged your root chakra because you're going to feel unsteady, ungrounded, unsupported. Okay, so if you have burnout, that would have to be the case by definition. You're going to feel insecure, right? What is burnout? There's a certain sense of insecurity because you've been trying to fix or do whatever it is, say it's related to work or whatever achievement, and you've been having, you've worn yourself out. So by definition, you're going to have a damaged first chakra, okay? So now, again, this is according to this Indian understanding. This is not meant to be a medical check with your medical doctor before you try or do anything, or if you know that you have any emotional issues. This is only if you are in great health and feel psychologically pretty sound. Okay, but always check with your doctor. I am not a medical authority. So the parts of the body that this chakra has to do with are the legs, the feet, the bones. And you could see when you think about the bones, I'm going to talk about that. In every system, the bones actually, interestingly enough, have to do with our ancestors, okay? It's the deep, deep, deep part of the body. So you can see why ancestors would have to do with the root of an energetic system. And the root implies, just like a tree, it's what connects us to this planet and to Earth. With a damaged first chakra, you're going to have trouble with earning money, okay? You're going to have trouble taking care of yourself, taking care of your needs, okay? So really think about that. Let that sink in. This chakra has to do with you being stable and grounded on the planet. So literally being able to take care of yourself, being able to get resources that you need, okay? So if you're having any trouble with that, you know that it could be really helpful to work on the first chakra, Muladhara, as well as do all the things that you need to do out in the world. Okay, so the legs, the feet, the bones, right? Because the root chakra is at the base of the spine, around the coccyx and between the genitals and anus, in the perineum area, coccyx area, right? Basically what you're sitting on. Okay. So legs, feet, bones, large intestine, which has to do with, extracting nutrients, right? And like digestion, but taking in what supports you, and also teeth. Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, the teeth and the bones are also linked. So in the Indian system, they're linking it, and also in traditional Chinese medicine. So two long-standing continuous cultures link the teeth and the bones. And also in Chinese medicine, it's linked with your ancestral strength. So it's fascinating. As I'm thinking about it, I'm actually seeing the connections. So I'm giving you sort of the chakras come out of the Indian system, and then I'm connecting it also with the Chinese system, okay? Because you may not know, I am a licensed massage therapist with a specialty in shiatsu, which is an Asian form of healing related to EFT, right? Emotional freedom technique, if you've heard of it. So the teeth are governed, the large intestine, bones, the feet, the legs. So if you have trouble there, you might want to look at the first chakra. Malfunctions according to this system, this esoteric system, is weight problems. Okay, so why? Why weight problems? When you think about it, if someone is overweight, right, it's almost too much earth. They're holding on and they're building up, right, like the earth. Okay, so work with the metaphors, because this is going to help you to understand. Don't try to understand it literally, but understand it metaphorically and even from your heart, from your intuition. So someone with too much weight, right? Very heavy, very earthy. Someone who has trouble, like anorexia, with letting themselves be here, right? It's like they almost, when you're anorexic, you have your body, you're disappearing your body. Without the body, you're not here, right? Root chakra, again, about being here. Okay, and the right of the root chakra is the right to be here and the right to have. So you could see an anorexic, it's a drawing in, it's almost a disappearing, right? Pretty interesting. So hemorrhoids, constipation, sciatica, because that runs down through that area and down through the legs and around the buttocks. So it has to do with the lower part of the body. Degenerative arthritis they're linking, and knee troubles. Again, this is an understanding I'm sharing from Anna Dea Judith, who is a Westerner who's worked with the chakras and basically translated a lot of it for Westerners. But I've definitely seen myself the bigger issue of grounding and survival. So, my dears, if you know that you're suffering from burnout or a lot of stress right now, you might say a lot of the stress has to do with supporting yourself and earning money, but conversely, that stress can then weaken the first chakra because it's circular. It's almost like a chicken or an egg. What came first, right? What was the first cause? So work with the first chakra. Watch my next video on it. Work with the first chakra if you're having trouble feeling grounded. So if you feel spacey, if you feel kind of disconnected, if you have trouble earning money and taking care of yourself in terms of like practical ways, then your first chakra is very likely damaged, and that's how you know. Okay? And as I'm saying, this is like at an esoteric level. You, of course, would then, work on your financial skills, work on improving your other skills so that you could earn more, for example. But this is giving you a base level, literally the base chakra, the root chakra. This is almost a spiritual way to work on that problem, and then you have to do the practical way as well. Okay? Proteins and meats strengthen this chakra. And again, when you think of what's the heaviest food, it's meat, right? What's the densest? What's the most concentrated in terms of nutrition? It's meat. Now, it doesn't have to be meat for this chakra. It can be vegetarian forms of protein, but those are, so if you're vegetarian, it's going to be protein sources, vegetarian protein sources. That's what nourishes the root chakra. Okay? So you could focus on that. So conversely, you might find, and I've read this, like say you're a fruitarian or you're eating a lot of fruit or eating a lot of sugar, those things are going to unground you. You'll feel a little spacey. You'll feel a little like out there, and I've seen that in myself. Add some protein into your diet. and do some more research. And also, if you'd like to work with me, and I can help you in terms of coaching, specifically, as I said, if you're dealing with a lot of stress, dealing with burnout, and you want to end it, you have to start healing the root chakra. If you'd like to work with me, click the link below. I do a free 20-minute consult and inquiry for serious folks only. So namaste, stay blessed. I hope this helps. And as I said, for some practices, watch the intro video on the root chakra that gives you some actual simple practices that are very effective. Namaste. And I just want to add, so the inner state that Chakra 1 brings about is an inner stillness, an inner sense of security, as I mentioned before, and stability. So again, you'll know if you have trouble with stillness, with feeling secure, and with feeling stable. All right, and every chakra I'm going to recommend meditation, and that is a fact, especially for the root chakra. Meditation is going to be fantastic, as well as physical things, because physical movement is what really brings us into the body. But at the higher level, it would be meditation. But physical things that, especially where you're using your legs, your feet, and grounding into even something like gardening, which sounds super simple, okay, but can really, really be helpful. Like growing your own food or growing flowers, whatever, or simply being in nature, walking barefoot, that type of thing. Anyway,